So I've actually never seen a single episode of any anime show before.
Oh, wow.
And in a second, we're going to be watching One Punch Man for the first time. I'm excited. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
That's pretty. Construction, sad people. That looks like my life. And you're at, ooh, it's a normal day until.
It's looking more like your life now.
They throw you right into it. This is awesome. Ooh. He's cool looking. He's jacked.
Oh, I love the colors.
Whoa. That's beautiful. Who are these guys?
I guess
I like the smiley face.
they look like other.
I love the personality.
Like heroes or something.
The Hero Association is analyzing the threat level in order to...
I'm into this.
Guess I'll go.
Madness and mayhem.
He's like, I guess I'll.
I guess I'll deal with this. And the silence and just his footsteps, that's wonderful. Ooh.
Look at this.
What a creepy looking
Ugh.
dude.
What does he have? Like an 8-pack?
Oh, that's sick. I love that.
Just a guy who's a hero for fun.
That's not what I thought he would look like. That's the that's the good guy. He
Yeah.
looks like an egg. That guy's muscles forming spikes. Whoa. He could not care less. He's like, wow, he's getting taller.
I can't hear what he's saying.
I don't think it matters what he was saying.
He's just doing his
He's like, yeah,
his
go ahead.
villain jargon.
Yeah. Just wet pieces of him.
Not again. All it took was one punch. Damn it!
So his whole thing is that everything's just too easy.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part. He's a hero, but it's all just too easy, so it's not satisfying.
Oh my gosh.
That's brilliant. That's one of those things though that's like, how are you gonna make a whole season on it being too easy?
That'll be the interesting thing, I think.
Does he lose his powers or something at some point?
I love it. He's got groceries in his hand.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's amazing.
A monster! What's this? Are you sure you don't want to run away?
What is that guy?
You're a new businessman, already hating
What is the
healing
kick? What is that?
What is it, Quagmire?
I ate too much crab and turned into this
What?
crablante.
That was like SpongeBob close-ups.
Well, not quite.
What a...
I had another interview today and got turned down big time. I couldn't care less about anything, and I'm in no mood to turn tail and run just because you're here.
What is this?
So, what happens now, Crab Latte?
Right now, I'm out hunting different prey. A brat with a big chin. And when I find him, I'm gonna rip his arms off.
What in the world?
Oh my... This is...
What? I don't know what
So,
this guy was
guy's
doing.
so depressed. He's so depressed that he's like, I don't... Is that a bald chin again? Like in...
Hey, he's a Balchinian.
If he's caught, he's dead. Were you messing with a big crab monster?
While he was sleeping out in the park, I drew some nipples on his chest.
It's definitely him. I should just walk away.
The ball hit his
He got stuck under his chin.
chin.
Oh my gosh, the close-up of the butt. The drawn-on nipple.
Don't worry about me. Just go.
What is happening in this?
I gotta get my soccer ball.
Are you serious? Whoever makes fun of the way I look pays the price. No exceptions.
Oh my gosh.
No exceptions.
That little punk drew ridiculous nipples on my manly shell chest and a permanent marker. I can't even use a towel to wipe it off.
Oh boy, he messed with the wrong office worker.
You look just like a villain from this kid's cartoon I used to watch.
Who is this businessman guy?
I'm not sure.
Die.
If I watch you kill a kid right in front of me, I'll have nightmares.
That's the only reason to not.
Bring it on, Crab. Oh, a hero, huh? Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Okay, office workers got some
Grab him by the
skills.
eye. Oh!
Look at all that
Oh, it's like a
crab
pimple.
meat. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I love that so much. He ripped his eyeball out and just everything started poured out of that hole. Are you kidding me?
Has it really been 3 years since then? After that day, I trained so hard I went bald.
I trained so hard I went bald.
So what is this?
The
What's wrong with
reflections
me?
in his bald head.
Why does my heart feel so lifeless and empty?
The kid pointing at him.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Couldn't be bothered.
Here, I have the 82 yen.
They're all gone. He's like,
Oh, that's so funny. Like, what is it now?
the whole building gets ripped off, and he's like, huh?
I mean, this is a rough city to live in, huh?
Not for this guy.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
hysterical. Ooh. One punch or what? More than one punch?
Incredible, little brother! I never thought it would work so well.
Oh, I love the colors in that liquid. Did you see that?
I did see that.
How did they do that?
This power is more than I could have ever imagined. My goal was to become the strongest man in the world.
This guy didn't work hard enough because he still has hair.
That's true. I love that we just keep getting these villain origin stories.
Drink this and you will obtain the power you've been seeking.
Love
What?
those colors.
Yeah, that is crazy
You
looking.
sure about this? I added strawberry flavoring to make it
Strawberry
go down easy.
flavoring.
Oh, he blushed. He said strawberry flavoring. I'll drink whatever it is.
Yes, wonderful!
This is a trip.
By combining the greatest of minds and the strongest of bodies.
What's around his neck?
Heck if I know. I like the tastefully placed cloud.
Thousands have perished! On to cleanse the next town as well!
Cleansing. That's his
Bro,
motivation.
he has no. His butt is like.
Yeah, bro. You gotta do some
flat.
squats.
Like, come on, that body and then just flat butt.
It's a crime. And I love how One Punch Man's in no rush.
We're just watching all this play
Yeah.
out and just.
Oh, there he is. He hasn't stopped him yet, though.
Yeah, how's it feel being the strongest?
There's someone on your shoulder! Now kill him!
Wrong shoulder. Brother, no.
All I wanted was to be the strongest man in the world! And now that I finally am, I kill my own brother!
Me and him on the same face.
You're gonna pay!
Throws him
my
through a
gosh.
building.
Behold our brotherly
the brotherly power.
Man, the show hasn't made me laugh like this in a while. This is funny.
Yeah.
I am the strongest.
It's got me hooked too.
Right, like it's got me like wondering. Also, like,
He is
how does
just-
this not get old?
But what does
Yeah.
that matter? I feel empty.
Getting real.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Having overwhelming strength is pretty boring, actually.
He looks so sad.
Whoops.
Oops.
There's no sign that the evils of this world are disappearing. That hasn't changed since before I became a hero.
I love how they really made this feel like a real world somehow still too.
It's because they didn't introduce it. They just acted like it was.
Like you're just in the world. They didn't explain it to you.
Yeah. He go, what in the world?
No sense hiding if you saw me.
All these
I'm
monsters.
Super Custom YO649Z Mark II! I love building custom cars.
Before,
The custom cars.
He's just a crazy.
His the license plate is the crotch cover.
Shine on that big headlight.
Oh, his light, his head, the eyes, just explode. Yeah.
Honestly, how I
but
feel
now
every
all I
time
need is one punch to end it.
some like tricked out Honda goes past us.
Yeah, really.
Eggs over rice sounds good for dinner tonight.
Just a normal average day, and
Yeah.
it
Every
sucked.
day I come home uninjured and wash my gloves.
Uninjured. So boring.
I never feel as if my heart's really in it anymore.
Some green water.
See, it's those little things like the bird shots. Oh my god. Get off my head.
Come on, how many different apartments is this guy gonna have
The
to?
destruction's unbelievable in this show.
Hey,
We've drawn blood.
there you go.
Just
Where are his
what
eyes?
the hell are you?
We are the true Earthlings.
He's creepy. I don't like him.
We suffer from overpopulation. Therefore, we must claim the world above ground, which is why we have decided to eradicate all of you.
Okay.
Got another villain origin story.
Gonna take more than one punch to get all those guys, though.
Yeah.
However, this is unexpected. We have encountered no surface dwellers that our punches could not kill.
Oh yeah? Same here. It's been too long since I've come across such worthy opponents. Mole men.
We are Earthlings!
He didn't like that nickname.
Nope. Mole man. Oh.
He just
This
exploded.
exploded.
Oh, he's gonna have fun with this. Is he also one kick
Well, I was
man?
gonna ask.
Wow.
Oh, it's amazing.
Wow.
I love that animation.
I love the music too.
Yes.
Like it adds so much to it.
Oh, I love that.
What was that surface dweller? He was so strong.
Who? Me? I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. And the surface is guarded by me!
Such a cool world that they've built here.
Seriously, look how tiny he is compared to them.
What is this feeling coming over me? This wild throbbing in my heart. It's been so long. I've forgotten
This is like
the exhilaration of a real fight!
It's like love, rediscovering love.
it's beautiful.
This is it!
Well. It looks like you've been taking good care of my children, surface dweller.
This
There
is
you go,
it.
buddy. Go eat.
This is the feeling I've been looking for!
Aw.
It's a great shot.
Wow. Ah.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, did you see that coming?
Nope.
I didn't see that coming.
Nope.
I was like, oh, beautiful.
Yep, but that's over.
This is ours. I am the subterranean king. Now prepare yourselves for the.
Oh, he is one kick man.
There you go.
All right, now bring it on.
This poor guy. He's worked so hard his whole life. He works so hard. He's bald. And for what?
I've become too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to
Skip like
the gym.
sit down, get delivered fast food.
This music. Get a new alarm clock, new apartment. Oh, that was it.
Wow. What a great like first
Yeah,
episode though.
man,
Like just kind of throws you into it.
Really just throws you into it. Show you like, hey, we built this like, so, man, from the beginning, because they hit you with these regular life shots. You know, like people sitting on their phones on the bus, just kind of like, it kind of reminded me of Shaun of the Dead intro sequence. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like
Where it's just like average life, but they did it so efficiently and so quickly that they established the normalcy of this world, and then they immediately bring in all this ridiculousness.
yeah, and it's also really cool. Like I feel like one thing they do really well in this show is they introduce him as like the guy that's like the hero or whatever, and then they go and they show his origin story without you kind of knowing that.
Yeah, I thought it was a different guy.
I thought it was a different guy as well, and because they do that, you kind of like you instantly love that guy, and you're like, oh, he's just like a regular person. And then we realize, oh, it's the same guy, and it's just this great thing where and
then we're right back into that character
Exactly.
of the depressed guy with cutting to the crab meat in the store.
yeah.
It's like, oh,
Just it's great, and it's
they
also
really
like
hit his character so heavily. Like
Yeah.
they what they're trying to do, they did it so well and so strong. Like so, just like
yeah.
they did it. There's no mistake in that they did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also funny because it's like this is a guy that like had enough in an office job.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm gonna go all out to follow my dreams.
Yep.
And he follows his dreams so much that like he has no competition.
Yeah.
And he hates his life again.
That's misery. That sounds like misery. That's so fun. Like he worked his entire life. He worked himself bald.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's
Yeah, I worked myself bald and now
it just takes one punch and that's it.
Man,
and he
like
just his dead eyes the whole time. But I like that he wasn't like some happy guy before too. Like he was a sad person before.
yeah.
And then he's still a sad person.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It also gives us something to want for him. Is like happiness.
He's never been happy before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say too, like it was very intelligent, this show as well.
It doesn't dumb anything down
No.
for you, and it just expects you to figure it out.
And had some real heavy people, like a personal moment. Like
Yeah, like even the villains would have like really like it is like such a trope like in movies and TV where like it's like all right, well now let's listen to like the villain like explain their whole life.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that in this.
But this one it was like oh like it was actually interesting.
It was
to
super
hear their
interesting. Yeah.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the mole man. I mean, like on paper, if you're like, oh yeah, there's 4 different villains in this episode, it's like what? You know?
You'd be like, why?
Yeah, like that's too much. Like it's gonna be overwhelming. You're not gonna be able to get any story in there.
Yeah.
But it was purely like just emotional storytelling.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, and also another thing that I really like is that I've watched some anime before that like they have a lot of action sequences in them and you're just like, okay, like when's this gonna be over? Because
well, I'm telling you, that one punch makes it nice and easy for you.
Exactly.
Because it's like boom, we're out of there and we're moving on.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine if like half of like Bleach wouldn't be half as long if One Punch Man was a character in that. Bleach is like a really famously long anime.
I was like, is that a character?
Occasionally, like Bleach has like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of a fight.
Like a whole episode?
The whole episode will be fight.
Wow.
And you're just like, all right, I love it.
I want to see that. Like,
do not sign us up for that. We'll be doing that for forever.
Anime.
There's so many seasons of.
But like, of course, that's not something that like generally you want to do, but that should be done. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily like the best, most popular thing, but someone should be doing 5-episode long battles. There's room for that.
They are extremely epic and like.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. And
yeah.
I mean, and I'm sure it's great storytelling. Like, I'm sure that seems so hard. I mean, as someone who's we've never made it or anything, but I've written an action thing. I've written a fight sequence.
Yeah.
And writing 3 minutes of a fight sequence is so difficult.
Yeah, because you're having to visualize all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really only something that these types, only something that like an animator could do because they see so visually in the first place, and they have the ability to translate it. Like the connection between like the writers and the artists must be so tight, and so like they must work together so much because like, there's only so much a writer can bring to this table. I feel like in this world, because it's like if you can only write, he punches the guy and he explodes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like when you get to the nitty gritty of all that stuff, it's like where does the line blur between this is the anime, this is the artist making this what it is. Well, it's just the whole process of making this is so foreign to me, which is pun intended. That it really interests me actually, because this seems like such a collaborative art. Yeah. Like, and it's
different than like Disney in a way.
like Disney animated films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, to where like the stylization, like having, oh man, I was gonna say that earlier. The pencil.
Yeah, like the mixing of like the different styles. So like
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
And on paper, again, I feel like that would take me out.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know if we should do that.
Yeah.
That takes so much confidence and like, yeah, I'm very impressed. I was expecting some silly, because I'd heard that it was funny, you know.
Yeah, and that's always like one of those things where someone says something's funny and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
what
we'll
kind
see.
of funny? What kind of funny?
We'll see. Yeah.
And I think someone had told me that it was inappropriate, kind of funny as well. And so I was like, okay, is this like just like being crass the whole time, like just to try to like
it's not cheap. It's like
it's not cheap humor at all. It's not.
But it's also
like the nipples on the thing, like that could be cheap humor, but it's not.
It's just classic funny. It really
It's
it reminds me
silly.
of SpongeBob in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's like adult SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Which is honestly heaven.
Yeah. This little kid with this huge chin draws nipples on a crab monster.
Let's be real. His
amazing.
chin those were testicles.
Yeah. So that's the ball chin again from Men in Black. Remember him?
Yeah.
That was the funny.
But you can't say that's just a big chin.
No.
The animators
It's
knew
either
what they
the
were
crimson
doing.
chin or it's ball sack. That's the only two options.
Oh man.
Man, I really enjoyed that. Now we watched the dub version. Are people gonna have a problem with that?
Look,
I mean, not problem, but like, is the better way to do it to watch the subtitles?
it really depends. It'll be a whole battle in the comments.
Well, yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments if we should do dubbed or subtitles.
That's the eternal like battle. Because
I will say I like
that you have the each one really believes, like the people who watch dubbed, they tend to be like, they'll be like, I don't really like care, like either way. It's whatever you prefer. But then the people that are like, no, like the argument is that the original voice actors are better. And oftentimes they are. But
I will say I did not mind any of the acting. I was expecting to have a little bit of, because we've watched.
I thought it was great. I mean,
that was great. We've watched some German movies and done the translation, and it's rough. It can be rough, and I did not mind this at all. So
it's like the oh no kind of acting.
Yeah. But like the One Punch Man hit that voice actor. I was like, oh, this guy's a superstar. Like this.
I'm pretty
hilarious.
sure. I don't know for certain, and you guys, I'm sure, will tell me, but I recognize that voice, and I feel like I've heard that voice actor, in a lot of other animes. So let me know who that was.
Well, man, I really like that. I'm excited for the second episode. Let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Visit the Patreon down in the description below. And anything else to add?
I'm excited for the second episode.
Let's do it. All right. See you next time.